Hello and welcome. Thanks for joining us. MLB The Show with a good one coming at you. The Atlanta Braves taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Festivities are wrapping up. This place is rocking. Just about ready to go. And starting this one, Tarek Skubal.
Great sinker. Although it's not his primary pitch, it's really a pitch that he can go to, misses the barrel of the bat, gets ground balls, and lets the defense work behind him.
Austin Riley, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and that gives him a lead. It's 1-0. Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. at the plate. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the third and final game of the series. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Out to short, Hamilton. On to first. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Ozzie Albies up to the plate.
Good slider inside right there. Batter fighting to get there. Just rolled over it. Got the ground ball.
A swing and a miss.
One strike.
And that's strike one.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
Marte throws to first in time, and Albies is retired. Pulls that one foul. Hard hit to third. Fires over to first. Ozuna is out, and that is that. And we're back. And today's starter, Spencer Strider.
Power pitcher. He's going to speed you up with the fastball velocity, and out of his hand will explode the breaking ball. Very difficult for hitters to keep that front side closed and hit the ball the other way because they know if they're not ready to pull the trigger, the fastball will beat them.
And another ball.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Profar giving chase. Makes the grab. And there's one away. Ketel Marte up to the plate. And that's in for a strike. And now the count
that's
is
a ball.
Even. Just missed. One out, bases empty. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Off the mark there. Full count, 3 and 2. Acuna on the run. He's got it. That's out number 2. 2 down, bases empty. Here's Mike Trout. He has, as they like to say...
Let me guess, Boog. Light tower power?
That's right. Down the line. And that will drop foul. 2 outs, bases empty. And a big swing and a miss.
He's in a great spot right here. Ahead in the count, 0-2. All 4 pitches in play right here, partner.
And a swing and a miss. Back here at Dodger Stadium. Top of the second. Now in for the Braves. Michael Harris II. Swing and a ground ball. Over to first.
You're out.
Great pick.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
And first offering is fouled off.
He's a bad ball hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. 2 outs. Base is empty. And now it's Matt Olson's turn to hit. He swings and fouls one off. That
One ball,
not
one
close.
strike.
And 1-1. Swings through that one for strike 2.
That pitch
One ball,
started
2
in
strikes.
and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes.
2-2.
Very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Kicks and deals. Swings and misses. Struck him. Back here at Dodger Stadium, home of the World Series champs. Last year was a good one for the Dodger faithful, singing L.A. winning their 2nd title in the last 5 years.
Yeah, what a year, Boog, and that makes it
1
8
ball, no strike.
championships in franchise history. Tremendous job all around. They won the Shohei sweepstakes, led baseball in attendance,
1-1.
had the best record in the league, and finished it off with the World Series.
Olson handles the chance. Takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down. And now Teoscar Hernandez.
Well, he didn't recognize changeup earlier enough. Got out in front a little bit, rolled over on it, and beat it into the ground.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
In the
1
dirt,
ball,
and
1
that's
strike.
ball 1.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour, Boog, when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds.
That one out to right. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And there's 2 away. Will Smith to the plate. First-round pick out of Louisville in 2016. And a foul ball. Strider deals. And
Ball,
that one upstairs, ball 1. That missed by
2-1.
a lot. Now 2 balls and a strike. On the ground to the left. Cruz throws to first in time, and they get the on to the 3rd inning. Here's Sean Murphy. Skubal back to work. And that is out of play. Murphy in his 6th season in the 8th spot in today's lineup, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. Swing and a miss.
0-2.
And it's 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. The 0-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Here's O'Neal Cruz. The
That's a ball.
shortstop takes the ball.
Well, here's the deal
1-0.
not everyone remembers. Cruz was actually signed by the Dodgers in 2015, but Los Angeles dealt him to Pittsburgh in 2017 for Tony Watson. That's a rare trade the Dodgers just might regret.
Hernandez pulls that one down, 2 down. So the lineup flips over. Here is Austin Riley. And that one just misses. A ball and no strikes. Hit hard on the ground to short. Throw on to Freeman,
he's out.
and that'll do it. Back here at Chavez Ravine, here's Byron Buxton.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's
No
a guy
balls.
who had
One
a
strike.
really impressive college career, but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
Next offering is in for a
No
strike.
balls. Two
You know,
strikes.
Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery.
1 and 2.
They talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's
Ball two.
something Strider now preaches himself.
Chases the changeup in the dirt. Gets him.
Out.
One away on a drop third strike. Here's Alex Bregman. Out to short. Cruz. Throws to
You're out.
first. And they get Bregman for the out. And at the plate for the Dodgers, David Hamilton. Comebacker to the mound. And he's out
Right
on
there
the
on the tag.
Inning
Out.
over. Start of the fourth. Now here is Ronald Acuna Jr.
So, Boog, here's an interesting fact about Acuna. He has the most home runs at Truist Park. He passed Freddie Freeman for the top spot in 2023, and I think he might hold that record for a while.
Late
Strike.
that time, and it's strike two.
I wouldn't
Oh,
throw
two.
him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Oh, he gloves it. Takes it himself,
He's
and
out.
he got him. Nicely done at first for the out. Here is Ozzie Albies up to hit. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
These hitters
0-1.
have come out ready to swing the bats early in the count and swing it often.
1-1.
If you want to score some runs, have an offensive explosion, that can be a route to doing it.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
1 ball. 2 strikes.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Throw on to Freeman. 2 quick outs here in the top of the fourth. 2 down, base is empty. Here comes Ozuna up to the plate. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was late that
0-2.
time. That's
Ball one.
down and in. A slider missed. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. Pitch
2
in
balls.
the dirt.
2 strikes.
And the count is 2-2. Swing
That's 3.
and a miss, and Scooble gets the strikeout. Back here in L.A., here's Shohei Ohtani.
Yes.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
You know,
No
these
balls.
Dodgers
1 strike.
just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Next
1 and 2.
offering is downstairs.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
Harris makes the grab, 1 away. Here's Ketel Marte. He's 0 for 1.
One ball. No strikes.
And
Ball.
that one missing inside a
2 balls.
sharp
No
slider.
strikes.
The Dodgers down by a run. We're here in the bottom of the fourth.
Nope.
Misses
That's
with
inside.
the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. And he walked him on 4 pitches. And that's their first base runner of the game. Here's Trout.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. He could have walked me right there, Boog. The last one wasn't even close.
It's through for a hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Waste no time there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Brings it in. Here comes the throw. Now a throw
You're
to
out.
first, and he won't get back in time. It's ready now for the fifth inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Michael Harris II. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. In the air, left field, down the line. This one could be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double. Now batting Jurickson Profar. A switch hitter batting right. Towards first.
No,
and
ball.
that's just foul. Profar, who hails from Curacao. Same place that produced Andrew Jones. And that's down, a base hit.
That can be a dangerous pitch if you don't get it inside enough, because as a hitter, you see it coming across the plate the whole way. No problem handling it and putting a good swing on it that time.
Bregman is under it. So here's Murphy now. His first at bat was a strikeout. That clips the inside corner for a strike.
0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you got to get ahead in the count.
That's a ball.
You can dictate the rest of the at-bat.
One
Nice
ball,
job right
one
there.
strike.
This one in the dirt. Well done behind the dish. Late on that fastball.
2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Swing and a miss. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. O'Neal Cruz next up for the Braves. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that low.
Swing and a high fly ball, deep left field. Squeezes it, and that's the third out. And we're back. Now the left fielder, Teoscar Hernandez. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
No balls, one strike.
Close, but call the ball. Gonna count
1 ball,
2.
2 strikes.
Got him! And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And up to the plate is Will Smith. And that
That's
is
a ball.
downstairs. And it's 1-0. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. A little bit high, maybe. 2-1. And that one is lifted in the air. And that's a fair ball. One gone, runner at first. Byron Buxton steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And a base hit. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit.
Strike
Those
1.
always feel great.
Bregman
0-1.
swings through it for strike 1. And a
0-1.
slider misses down and away.
He's
1-1.
looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Out there to center. He's under it. Brings it in. 2 away now. David Hamilton steps to the plate for the Dodgers. 0 for 1, he grounded out in his first at bat. And fouled off. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get
No
out
balls,
of this
2
without
strikes.
allowing a run. In the dirt, but kept close. But no advance from the runners. Next offering upstairs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Back here at Dodger Stadium. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the third baseman, Austin Riley. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Trout is there. And out number 1 on the grab. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 2 in this one. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Acuna measures 6 feet even, 205 pounds, and he was born in Venezuela. Buxton moving under this one. And there are 2 outs. And here comes Ozzie Albies to the dish. Has grounded out a couple of times. That's in there. 0-1.
Really good cutter that he's able to front door and back door. That pitch
That's
is
off the plate.
devastating.
Just missed. On the ground,
foul
right
ball.
side, and foul ball. Foul ball still a 1-2 count. 2 outs. Way
2-2.
upstairs, 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Well struck left field. Hernandez hauls it in to end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the 6th inning. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Strider back to work. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
You know, this guy's great speed is in the back of that pitcher's mind. If he can get on, it's going to give him one
That's a
more
ball.
thing he's got to think about.
Now
Ball.
one missed.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ball 3.
Expect for that guy to come right at you with a fastball, something in the zone, because he does not want to allow the leadoff walk.
That one misses.
Inside.
So
Take a base.
leadoff walk.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
No outs. Runner at first. And next for L.A., Ketel Marte. And
Ball.
that one is inside. With the tying run on at first, here in the bottom of the 6th. And that one finds its way through.
Save.
He was all over that one. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through.
Double steal. There's a
No,
ball.
that's a ball. Save.
Third. Save. Double steal. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1 ball, 1
The
strike.
Dodgers threatening. No one can get there. It falls in. One runs in. Now a second crosses the plate. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Gets the job done as he brings. home a pair. Not a bad slider by any means. It was down and away, but an even better job to spoil that thing. And he let it travel, didn't try to hook it. Man, that's a really good approach.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. That one catches the corner for a strike. And takes low for ball one. And that drops in for a strike.
Ball two. That's a ball.
Now.
So here we go.
Hands
Base
full.
runner at first. Could be running on the pitch. He's got good enough speed to steal the bag to get in scoring.
Trout on the move.
Ball four.
And ball four to aboard.
Well, a great back and forth, and that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And
That's
that
out the
misses.
corner.
And that is ball one. Here's the pitch. Both runners on the
Hey!
move. One attempt misses.
He's out.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his bat down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
In the dirt. One out and a runner at second. Hit on the ground to short. Cruz. There's one.
On the tag. Out.
The batter now will be Will Smith. 1 for 2. Swings through that one for strike one.
No balls. One strike.
Acuna has it sized up. Nabs it, and that'll do it. New inning getting started. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Late swing fouled off. Looking to get the tying run on base.
Nope. That's away.
That one hit to right. One up, one down. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris II. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that one finds its way through. And the tying run is on base.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got some.
So the Dodgers have a new arm on the mound, Josh Hader.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Profar, the next to hit, takes ball one. Now a screamer into the outfield. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw back in as the tying run holds at third. 2 on following the double. Matt Olson stepping to the plate in a big spot now. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first.
Ball inside.
And prevent that run from scoring. I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch misses for ball one.
Ball.
Big spot. 2 out. Both the tying and go-ahead runs are aboard. So with second and third occupied, they go for the intentional walk. Base is now loaded, and there's a... Force at every base. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Ball,
Just missed.
low.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Long run, tracks it down. And that's the third out. Back here at Chavez Ravine, set for the last half of the seventh. And now the center fielder, Byron Buxton.
Did he go?
Started to go after it. Now a look down to first. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. Check swing, called strike. That
2-1.
Misses in the dirt. And a base hit right there. Around first and hustling for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double. Runner in scoring position. No outs. Now the third baseman, Alex Bregman. The other way, Olsen. The tag and he's out.
On the tag.
And up next for Los Angeles, David Hamilton. Third baseman playing on the edge of the grass looking for the sac bunt. First pitch and it just misses. One-run game, one out, one on. And that's downstairs. And the count now 2-0. Fastball for a strike. And it's even up. That's
Ball
inside.
3. Full count.
And a base hit. Here comes Buxton flying around third. He'll score.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot.
Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone. 2 on, 1 out. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Ketel Marte. Now before the pitch, he looks him back. Pickoff move to second.
Safe.
And he dives back in safely. Only one more disengagement left after that move. Swings through that one out in front that time.
No balls.
One
One strike.
One is so critical in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
That one's in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. It's a double steal. Pitch is high.
1 and 2. Got him. That's an out.
Harris has a beat on it. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. And we're back, ready to begin the 8th. And the batter now, Austin Riley. Now on the bump, Blake Trinan.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close.
Ball one.
There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations. You know, these Braves finding ways to get on base, but they still need help driving them home. They only have one hit with runners in scoring position, so a lot of squandered opportunities. It's tough because those are moments you just can't get back.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one hammered center field. Buxton in position, and there's one down. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. 0 for 3 in this one. On the ground, out to short. Hamilton tosses to first. They get the out on Acuna. And now Ozzie Albies.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
2 down, nobody on. Swinging a high fly ball in the air left field. That one back there. Got it. Bangs against the wall, but holds on. Back here in L.A., bottom of the 8th. And now the right fielder, Mike Trout. First pitch misses.
You know, these Dodgers, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bat.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Gets off a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Here's Freddie Freeman now. And a foul ball. And it looks like trouble. Now he'll turn for second. And he'll pull in there with a stand-up double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced.
He swings and drives one out to deep left field. Profar hauls it in, 2 away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Will Smith, 1 for 3. Hard hit left side. Cruz on to first. And they get the out on Smith. Out number 3. Back here at Dodger Stadium. And now, Marcelo Ozuna. Trinan, the tall righty, 36 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2011. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Swing and a miss. And that's
1 and 2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. That one is absolutely belted. That's back there. Up against the wall and brings it in. He's 2 outs away. And the batter now, Michael Harris II. Tanner Scott will take over here. He's into the game with the bases empty. There's a swing and a drive.
Ground rule double.
The fence, so it's an automatic double.
Having a really nice game here. That's his 2nd extra base hit. Now that sets up a huge at-bat in this ball game.
Fly ball down the line. And
No,
it slices foul, but it had the distance. That's off the mark, and it's 1-1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
With the tying run at the plate, here at the top of the 9th. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to
Got
Freeman,
him.
and they're down to their last out.
Well, a well-thrown slider like that one can be tough to get in the air. Good downward break on that one.
And the batter now, Matt Olson. This one driven deep, way back there, and it's gone. We are tied. And they throw a pair on the board. It's 3-3. Sean Murphy next up for the Braves. A walk and a pair of strikeouts. Ripped to short. Throws across the diamond, and the inning is over. Bottom of the inning, and at the plate for the Dodgers, Byron Buxton. Willingham back to work. And that's
No,
off
that's a
the
ball.
inside edge. 1-0.
1-0.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And now the winning run is on base.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Smash that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Iglesias keeping an eye on him.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Strike one.
Bregman in the box now. Takes strike one. Winning run on base at first. No outs.
That's a
Pitch
ball.
misses. Ball one. Bregman
Ball.
takes downstairs. There goes the runner.
No, he's
Safe
safe.
at second, and that was not close. And the winning run is now in scoring position. Ball
Take it,
four,
base.
he walked him, and that keeps things going. First and second, no outs. Now here is David Hamilton.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in
Strike
another
one.
run.
There's a strike. And strike two.
Whew.
Well, they're willing to give up and out here. This is a big spot, so you have to make it count.
In the dirt, blocked. No movement on the bases. 1-2 the count. The
Ball two.
shortstop takes the ball. Got him looking. And that is a big first out. Very big at bat coming up as Shohei Ohtani steps into the box. Fought off foul.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out. The last thing
That's
he
a
wants
ball.
is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
No,
That
that's a
one
ball.
misses. 2-1.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge
Ball.
pitch coming.
That misses. Ball 3. Winning run stands at second. That one's carrying. Adios, pelota. He circles the bases, and they walk it off.
Hitting a walk-off homer is the kind of thing you dream about growing up. You're in the backyard, you're creating the most pressure-packed scenario, and what do? You come through with the big swing. Well, he was living a childhood moment right there. Nice swing of the bat, nice win for the team.
6-3 our final score. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi.